All right. Great. Switch to digital. Isn't painting fun, everyone? Fun.
Yes, thanks for showing us that, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
When you're painting, are you looking at a digital copy on your monitor, or did you print out a 20 by 24 or whatever?
I actually did both. I did this, look. I'm looking at this right there. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this, which is basically on the computer. I turned this into this. See the difference?
Hmm.
Because this is a pretty good idea of what I should be ending up with for a nice underpainting. You know?
So you just kind of make a monochrome on your computer.
Yeah, I did that. I mean, you can just interpret this mentally and do it. But why not? If I have the tool in front of me that I can use, I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to guide myself with these general colors and values.
So your finished monochrome will look something like that, and then you'll just go back and put color on.
Yes, and find opaque areas, like for example here. This should be. Let's examine. Everyone, take a break and look at this. This is interesting. After you've been painting for a while, you can tell how things are applied. Like this is the base color right here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's kind of streaky. So he applied the wash, going horizontally, not up and down, but sideways, like horizontally. You see that the brush strokes, right? But then you look at other areas, like this area, you can see it transitioned a bit more reddish. So at some point, he went from this goldish tone into maybe a little bit more of that. There's actually other colors that Rembrandt would use that are not too common anymore, but like red oxide and stuff like that. But burnt sienna is close enough, in my opinion. That's pretty close. You mix a little bit of burnt sienna with your raw sienna, and it's going to make it more reddish, right? So, and then look at these areas. Anybody want to take a guess by looking at this, how this is applied? Let's take a little fun little break here and look at this. How do you think that was applied? Okay, I see a hand up. Maria, let's go with Maria.
It almost looks like he's using some kind of a sponge.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. Anybody else? Gabrielle?
I'm wondering if he used some like opaque, looks like maybe black or blue, with, I don't know, maybe a little bit of white over transparent. It's my guess.
Excellent. Okay, so that's basically what I noticed too. So the base is still kind of a transparency wash, and it's reddish tone, which is different than this one. See, that's more of a goldish tone, right? This is more of a reddish tone, reddish brown, but it's still with these, you know, haphazard type of spontaneous brush strokes going up and sideways. Then that's a wash. It's kind of transparent. But this is opaque, and it's like a bluish black with white in it. So this is a good idea of opaque. I mean, a good example of opaque, and so some scumbling going on there. So that's the type of stuff we want to be looking at. Look at this. This looks like a semi-transparent, semi-opaque, somewhere in between, going right across here, right? So this is pretty opaque. This is showing through a little bit. So that's the type of stuff that we should be looking at as we examine our high resolution image and try to get this together. All right, so I'm going to take maybe about 15 minutes or so. Just keep doing what you're doing, unless you really have something you have to say. And I'm going to be helping people with the drawing, okay? Unless, do you think, let me ask you all this. Do you think it'd be helpful for you to see how I'm going to correct somebody's drawing? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I do.
As long as it's not my
That's
drawing,
fine.
it's okay.
I was gonna say the same thing, don't do mine.
I will,
Mine is good. It's good.
I already misunderstood the question you asked, I answered it wrong, so it's better if I stay away.
okay, you know what? I just won't say names. I'll just say, hey, look, we have a drawing by one of the students. Let's see how we can make it better.
Hopefully we'll recognize our own work.
You can critique mine at any time. I'm just getting going here and I'm kind of behind the ball. So you feel free at any point.
Me too, I don't care. You can.
You can do mine too, because I'm still pretty early in the early stages, so I may as well make corrections now.
Good, that's a good humble attitude. It's gonna take you a long way. All right, so let's start with student A. Why did it say unsupported file?
I noticed that Apple has switched to using these HEIC files, which Photoshop is not recognizing for me yet. I have to convert it before I can open it. So if someone took a cell phone picture with their iPhone, it might have trouble opening.
If you can send this as a JPEG and not as a PNG, that will help. Okay, hold on. So. So I'm going to concentrate on this figure.
Nope, doesn't work that way, my brother.
I did.
Yeah, try to open it. Really? Wow.
Well, let's see if it accepts it. Here. Oh, right. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a screenshot then. Oh, I could keep doing PNG. Let's see if it accepts it.
PNG files are very precise and they don't lose quality, whereas JPEG files are being compressed and you lose quality. That's why a screenshot is usually PNG, because it has to retain all the details and elements of whatever it is that you took a screenshot of.
Let's see if it accepts it. Worked. Okay, good. That's the important thing. Okay. So go to rasterize. Okay, so student A.
Okay, Ed, you can say it.
Okay, so here are some things that can be adjusted. So here, interesting. Okay, so let me. Basically, there's a lot of ways to correct this, right? There's a lot of choices. We can use the head as the main point. We can use the overall as the main point and do, like, for example, right now I see that's the position of the foot, which looks about right. You know, that's probably one of the best ways. I think this is what I would go with.
Okay.
Align the foot there.
Yeah.
And so now, and because that means everything is pretty accurate, but I think there's some little differences in the face, in the head. So we'll concentrate on this. Okay. Okay, hold on. Computer. Okay, so now let's zoom in here. Let me just do quick little marks that might be useful if you feel they're worth it. Hold on. So here, I'm gonna do the red pin thing. Okay, so here, all these things can be a little bit more adjusted, you know. There, here. It all seems slightly too far out. This looks good. This is good. The shoulder seems it's too high. And this looks all very good. Bible looks pretty good, all these things. This seems like it can be more like this. Pretty good. All this, good job around here. This is a little bit too. Okay, that looks. You can use some adjustments here. This looks good. Okay, that's really work on that face. That's what we really are concerned about. This seems like it can be a little bit more like that. All right. So basically, what I'm going to do is. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just gonna go like this.
It's way out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a kind of quick tracing around the face,
Okay,
and that's gonna give you where things should be, okay?
okay.
Just more blocky style, like bark style.
Yep.
Schematic style, you know. Okay, and then this is super important. That eye is super important, that little pupil right there. Here, eyebrow comes around here, the edge of the skull, little curve here, here. Get that nose just right, the right length. I had a problem with that myself. I fixed it. This is eye you can barely see, but you can zoom in later and do these subtle corrections, you know.
Okay.
Mouth position.
Yeah.
And this. That should be enough, I think, to help you through this.
Okay.
Okay, make sure you got that right. And here's a little bit like of a form right there, the shadow and light.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see that again. So those placements right there.
Jeez.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It happened to me too. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So look at that. We got that there. Very, very good tool to help us with our drawing. Okay, friends. So good. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it back to Cindy.
Do you see the background in Jerusalem?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I've got that because
It's pretty good.
see it on the picture, so I don't know what I'm drawing.
Look at that. Look, it's pretty close.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna now take a screenshot of this and send it back.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Sure. All right, tell me when you got it. Okay, so anybody else? Let's see. Okay, so I got another question here. Let's do the same thing. We will keep it anonymous unless you say, I don't care.
I got it. Thank you, Ed.
Okay, sure.
Do you have my drawing, Ed? Sherry,
Who's speaking?
Sherry, do you have my drawing?
I don't think so.
Okay, let me.
I got Rebecca and somebody else. I don't know if you want me to tell, but no, I don't have it. Okay.
I sent an email, Ed. This is Ruth. I sent an email with my picture attached. I don't know if that's any good.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I didn't scroll down enough. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. Okay, Does the artist who did this recognize their work?
I think it's mine.
Okay,
Rebecca?
yes.
Okay.
All right, good. All right, so let's see this. This is a cool little thing, right? I mean, if you all, here's a little, I know you all are traditional artists. In the New World School of Art, we have nice classes in painting, and this is just a workshop. So it's kind of more like my own thing that I'm doing, but we do have classes on digital art. And maybe you say, I'm not really interested in being a digital artist. I love painting, and you know what? I'm with you guys. But anyways, I do digital art, and it's good to know digital art. However, it is good to know some basics, because look, we could do stuff like this. And so the reason I'm saying this is because there is a class, that is, an introduction to digital art, and it's just a few weeks. It's only like 5 weeks. And that would mean 1 class a week, about an hour. So if you are interested in learning these type of things, it's definitely a good tool for you all as traditional artists. And I recommend
I just got clip art, Ed. I just got clip art, but I don't know how to use it.
Well, that you would be a good candidate to be a student then. It's
Okay.
called Clip Studio, not clip art. Anyways, yeah, so take that 5-week introduction class. All right, so here we go. Check this out. Actually, I'm going to throw away Cindy's marks because I thought they might be useful, but nah, I think we got to do each one individually. So, Rebecca, right? This is yours?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's look at the feet. Pretty close proportion, but there are certain specific angles of the feet that would be good to get them. And hold on, I think I did a little bit too large, so let me shrink it down a little bit. Okay. It's better. Okay, it's pretty good overall. I think the column is a little off if we're going to follow this. These things are a little off. So it's up to you what you think should be done with this. So let me just slide it slightly more to the left. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with this, okay? So let's start with the feet area. Foot is pretty close, except look at there's more bends here and there. So I'm going to go around this. See this? Here, 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 here. There. So you can actually just eyeball this when you see, when this comes back to you, see how it compares to your drawing. Like for example, here is higher than what you drew. This is good. This is higher also. See that?
Yes.
Here, this is more like that. I'm only trying to put, I'm gonna put the red marks, not everywhere, but only where they're off, okay?
Okay.
So this is a little bit higher here. A little bit higher here, 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 here. This is pretty good, but a little bit more of an angle here. It's a little bit straight here. This is a more of a curve here, more of a pop shoulder out. This goes in a little bit more. Okay, hand goes out a little bit more. Let's do the columns. Columns should be more like a little bit more out. You know, might as well help you with this. Okay, the shadow is a little bit more out. This should be a little bit more like this. The Bible is a little bit more here. This edge out a little bit more. This is a little bit more here. This is a little bit out here. This is good, pretty good. This seems to be a little higher. This to guide you here. It's more like this. It's more like that. Tassels, a little bit more like this. This can be up. That. Edge here at the bottom. You know, this could be a little higher here. Okay, this is not bad. All this is pretty good. This is too far down. So this is more like this. These are creases are more here, 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 here. Okay, let's concentrate on that head now. Okay, this is off too. Okay. Like I said, take your time. If it's not finished by today, you still got a whole week to correct this, you know?
Mhm.
Don't worry, just, and we could always ask, how was that underpainting done? You know? Okay, so I'm gonna go here now and just basically redraw parts of the face. Here's the eyeball, there's a lid here. Make sure that you get it there. The little wrinkle underneath, the little eyebrow that goes up. The length of the nose here. This little wrinkle important. The outer shape of the skin tone. The skull area here. A little bit of the hair. Let's get some masses here. Beard, beard, here, here, here. This is about where it ends. And nice tool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is nice.
You're not really, but there's nothing wrong with projecting if you are really under the gun. However, it is good to train yourself to draw correctly, you know? So this is not really projecting on your own painting, but it's like marking where it should be, and you can see the differences, you know, where everything should be. So, and here could be like where the shadows are. This is what they call a contour drawing. Okay, so let's take a look. And so that is what you have, and this is what. So there's a few corrections. See that?
Like shifted, had to shift it a little.
Yeah. So I don't know what seems clearer to you to follow. Should I go like that? Or a little bit of both?
That's good, like that.
Just full strength like that?
Yeah, I think that'll be helpful.
Okay, so again, we're gonna mark these shapes a little bit more here, right? As long as you understand what is this, as long as it doesn't look too abstract to you, you know?
Right.
So yeah, all this, the skull here. I'm gonna give you that shot, and then a little bit shading here. Let me do one last thing for you. I'm gonna also find a shadow of right here. A little bit of shading here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So good job, Rebecca's coming along. Coming along.
Thank you.
Could I ask a question, Ed?
Yes.
When you're doing all of this and you're sending it back to her, is she gonna print it out and use that as a model to correct her work?
You don't need to. She can just look at it on her email, on her
Okay.
computer, and do corrections just by looking at it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me just find it.
Thank you, Ed.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, once you see it, you're gonna see what I mean. Once you start really correcting this. And you know what I would do, to be honest with you? So don't feel bad, but look what I would do. I would do this, look. I would get a little bit of gesso and do this, look. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. With gesso, you can go over those areas. See? Everything you did, look. Just paint it out. What needs to be corrected. You see what I'm doing, Rebecca?
I do see.
Just paint it out. And then, go lightly. You can redraw things.
Mm-hmm.
And just, paint things out as you need to. And then you got it. Like I said, I emphasize the head is the most important thing here.
So we paint it out with opaque gesso, right?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
But it's quick drying, and it's the color of your canvas. It's white, so it's a good solution.
Yeah, good.
I mean, erasing is. Will you really be able to erase it carefully with an eraser? Probably not. So gesso works pretty good. Okay.
What's the ratio of gesso with water? Is it just?
That, remember, you got to understand what my intent is and what I'm saying. Gesso and water is to pale it back, but I'm not paling this back. I'm opaquing it out. So that would be full strength gesso. Okay, Rebecca, let me, okay, I got your email. Here it comes. One. Okay, hold on a second. I think I should probably, like, for the benefit of what I'm trying to do here. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. All right. So, okay. So let's move on. Janelle is here.
Yes, I'm here. I sent something and I've come quite a bit further.
I'm just seeing an email that I think I can disregard because you're connected.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going through emails. Okay, so
can I show you on screen, Ed, what I've done so far?
to be fair, I'm gonna have to go through the time. of when these came in order, okay? You understand what I mean, right? Okay, so we got Cindy. We got,
Ed, don't worry about mine. I figured out how to do it.
good, you know about computers. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Goodness, thank you. I'm glad I was able to show you also. You can, those of you who know how to do this can do it. Saves time. Okay, Nancy here?
Yes.
Okay, so I can disregard your question on the connection, right? Yes. So you're here, so I'm just trying to go through emails.
Yeah.
This,
I
by
just sent a
the way, everyone, this is gonna be the same number all the time. All right?
I know that now.
Zoom number. Yeah, I would have let you know. Okay, I should have made it more clear. Okay, so Leanne is next. Okay, Leanne. Sorry, I'm done with the mysterious talk.
Did you get a picture with mine, with
Did-
my text? This is Nancy.
Nancy, I'll get to you in order, okay?
Okay, I just wanted to know if it went through. Thank you.
I don't see it. I don't see it, Nancy. Sorry. So send it again. I'm with Leanne right now.
I send it again.
Okay, Leanne. So let me just get rid of this one here.
Mine is very rough.
Who's that speaking?
That's Leanne.
Okay, so. Okay. Yeah, all right. So here we go. Reports. Image. Leanne. Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't get it right. Hold on. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, okay, Leanne. So let me size this up. So we gotta do this in rasterize. So day one is probably the most important day, to be honest with you all, because drawing, as this artist called Unger once said, drawing is the probity of art. Drawing is the probity, which means the principle, the underlying principle, the integrity of art. We want to get that right. Okay, so we got, let's see how this is looking.
You might see some lines. I actually started the picture over, so you may see some of the lines come through from the old picture, hopefully not.
We'll check it out. Okay, so I'm just roughing it in. I'm gonna, okay, so it's a little bit big. Hold on. Cute cat.
He's been fine just until now. He wants attention.
Say hi to us. All right. So not bad, Leanne, not bad. Okay, so nice proportion here you got going. Okay, so let's just line it up a little bit more here. Okay, so I got the foot, pretty decent looking foot there. I could use a small adjustment, I think. I sound like a chiropractor, right? Okay, and the face, not bad either, but a few things a little bit off.
Yeah, I just, while you were doing the others, I changed my, the eyeballs because they're not, they weren't.
Yeah, they're too high. Basically, they're similar. They're not bad the way they're angled, but they need to drop a little bit.
Right.
And even the mouth needs, the nose and the mouth should drop a little bit too.
Okay.
The edge of the wing of the nostril is not bad, but the actual length of the tip of the nose can be a little lower, as you can see. Look.
Yep.
But I'm going to mark it up for you, and a few other little things. I'll try to go as fast as I can. Okay. Okay, here we go. Wrong color. Okay, here, the eyeball, eyelid, eyebrow, edge, bottom of the nose a little bit lower here. The wing of the nostril is here. This one can go a little bit lower too. The mouth. Mouth is lower. And to get that shape, it's really nice shape there. This eyebrow is lower. Let's get that the lines of demarcation of shadow and light here. Here, 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 here. Okay. The edge of the beard.
Sorry.
It's cute. It's entertaining. Okay, the hand could be too far out. Here is not bad. Not bad. Get that interesting shapes of the hairline, edge of the the skull here. Get that nice little curve out here. All right, so this is shadow. Okay, so that's helpful. And now let's hit some of these around the shoulder. Let me just look at this real quick. Okay, the shoulder needs to go out quite a bit. This on this quite a bit. I'll show you what I mean. All this area. See that?
Okay. Yep.
Broader shoulders. Okay, and on this. Okay, here, see this here?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
little bit more here. 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 This is pretty good here. A little bit further out here. The foot is pretty good, but there's more subtle adjustments could be done here.
Mhm.
This part is good. Good. But here, bring that in. I'm just going to give you the overall outline of the foot. Might as well. Right there. Okay, let's see how everything else is looking. Okay, these are a little bit off here. Might as well get these fixed because it's a beautiful little element of the painting. These that silver bowl, whatever it is. Okay. All right. That might be good, huh? Good enough? What do you think?
You know better than me.
Hold on. That will represent okay, good. Okay, I think that you're pretty good at drawing, so I think that should be enough for you to take it from there.
Okay.
And if I were you, I would really zoom in on that painting, you know, the actual painting reference, and as you draw it, just zoom in and start looking at the subtleties, okay?
Okay.
Of course, we're going to be doing all that when we actually paint it, but if you get as much as you can accurately on especially the head, I think that would be good. So I'm gonna just go a little bit more like this so you can see it. I think this is pretty clear, right? You can see right there what you should do.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good job. It's looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna send it right back to you on the same email you sent me.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so did you get it at the end?
I'll just check. Hang on.
Isn't it amazing what you could be doing online, on the internet in a class?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Yeah, it's cool because we can actually see, all of us can see very easily your critiquing and helping us out. So that's cool.
Good. Thanks, Ryan. All right. So Ruth.
Hi.
Ruth, I'm gonna.
Can I show you, Ed, what I've done just on camera? Just now, because I eyeballed what you had given me before when you critiqued it for me. I don't know if you can see.
I can't see yet. Hold on. Okay, so you want me to see? Let me see yours. Okay, I can, but honestly, I'm probably not going to be able to give you a precise critique just by looking at that.
Yeah, I know. I just sort of followed it, you know, like I eyeballed what you had done it already for me, had critiqued it.
Okay, let me see.
last week.
Let me zoom in.
The light's not very good on it, maybe.
Okay.
I just left the.
Okay. Okay. Well, it still needs. It seems like it's not bad, but it still seems to need some work.
Okay.
So, did you send a picture of that already to me?
Yeah, I sent it an email to you just now.
Okay, friends. So look what time it is, everyone. 12 o'clock. What should we do? Should I be a righteous man or a good man?
Well, all I can say is
In summary, I want to just mention, first of all, thank you so much, Emerald, for helping out.
Thank
You
you.
need to buy me a cup of coffee, Ed.
I owe you one, I know. All right, so in summary, drawing is the probity of art. It's the integrity of art. It has to be there for you to feel good about your little Rembrandt replica. It better be drawn pretty nice. Now, if you don't really care too much, you just want the experience, that's okay. And we're all learning. But give it some attention. There's no need to rush into this right now because we're just getting started. We got 9 weeks, and you could even go beyond if you want to refine after the 9 weeks. But I'm available for you for 9 weeks. So the beginning is important of a good drawing. So we've gone over that today, and we talked about how to seal it, how to put a fixative over it. And we talked about how gesso can be helpful if you're on a white canvas, do some correction. It's kind of like an eraser on steroids, where you really cover as much as you need. It's completely covered, and redraw, certain areas. So once that's there, and you are pretty satisfied with the drawing.
Can I ask a question, Ed?
Not yet. And then, so by the way, Rembrandt did do some drawing. There's some evidence of pencil drawings where he would line stuff up and then start painting. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering, after the Rembrandt painting, what's our next project?
I got something in mind.
Yay!
If you guys want to do another one, I'm thinking about an awesome Sargent painting that is impressionistic. It's called Carnation Lily Lily Rose. It's a beautiful, I've always wanted to paint that painting. But we'll talk about that at the end, all right? After we take a breather, we'll take a few weeks off and then we'll get back if you want to try another. But anyways, so once the drawing is good, then we want to do that underpainting. And that underpainting, as we talked about earlier, is, let's see, an underpainting is very important, is evidence that Rembrandt did underpaintings. And just to give you kind of an idea of an underpainting, we can look at the monochrome idea here. And by the way, if you all want to take a picture of this, you can take a quick picture of it, a screenshot or picture, because that's kind of the goal of what we're going to try to achieve. Don't expect it to be perfect as far as smoothness, but that's kind of what we want to achieve before we start color. So it should be like a monochrome, just basically some in the brown tones. And then we'll go from there, okay? And hopefully by next week, this is ready. The drawing is ready, and hopefully from here in the next few days, we can put a tone here. And we talked about kind of, it goes a little smoother when it's a little bit thinner as the initial pass. I mean, you go more of a solvent, and then you can go back in and hit some of the other darks using these other colors. And those other colors I mentioned were, okay, so let me put this on the chat real quick before we conclude. Where's the chat?
The email to the sister that we can send our emails to is Gladys, NL Gaddy at Yahoo.
And
I'm
we'll-
posting my email one more time. So just give me a second. I'll post it again.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Hold on a second with the email, please, all right? Because I still had something to say, and I'll interrupt what I was saying, all right? So just wait 30 seconds.
No problem.
Okay, so the colors for the underpainting are gonna be raw sienna. And then that's for the initial pass. Then you can add for the darker colors, burnt sienna.
Burnt umber?
And burnt umber. And touches as necessary of ultramarine blue. Okay, so you want to write that down? That will be helpful as you complete the underpainting, the monochrome. All right. Okay, so Emerald, go ahead and put your email again.
Just sent it.
I don't see it.
I just sent it to everyone. Maybe it'll take a second. Try scrolling down in the chat.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you.
All right, everyone.
Ed, will you post on Instagram when your underpainting is done?
Yeah, okay, I could do that.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Ed.
you.
Thank you, thank you.
Bye.
I'm looking forward to
Thank you.
yeah. You're gonna see a completed underpainting on Instagram. Maybe today or tomorrow.
And when